And welcome back to BLOCKTV, where it is time, yes, time for Suck My Blockchain. And every day, of course, we scour the World Wide Web for anything and everything that you need to know, and it's trending. And then we put Zachy Hennessy in front of you to tell you what it is. Zachy, take it away.
Hello, Yael. How you doing?
Dandy.
Me too.
Okay.
This just in. This just in. John McAfee is still in his Faraday cage that he built. But before I say too much, let's take a look at the latest enlightening video.
Some few of you may be living an existence of dissatisfaction, maybe even a sense of emptiness, a sense of longing, a yearning that doesn't seem to be filled, even though you may try with entertainment, sex, and drugs. Though I have nothing against those, they don't fill that yearning. You may be waking up every day wanting more, but not knowing what it is that you want. It's those few of you that I'd like to address right now. This sense of longing, this sense of yearning, this sense of not being satisfied is really your loss of freedom. And it is freedom for which you yearn. And you have none in this government. A government of the American people, which started out with the people being free and the government being our servants. It has become the government is free and secret and veiled in darkness, and it is the people that are the servants. You must see the truth of this, your yearning, your longings, your sense of dissatisfaction that cannot be filled with stuff, with cars, with money. No matter how much you have, that sense of dissatisfaction remains. Please, you have woken up to your reality. That is what you are feeling. Wake up a bit more and do something about it. Raise your voice. Thank you.
Now, Zachy.
Yeah.
I just want to say, can you sing with me? I can get no satisfaction.
Though I try with cars
Though
and
I
with
try,
sex, cigarettes,
okay.
It doesn't work. Now, in each of these videos, he gives yet another delicious nugget. This time it's, you know, he's not only spending much of his time in a tinfoil-lined room, but he's also smoking in there, and I can't imagine the ventilation is very good. You know, he's pretty old at this point. He probably shouldn't be smoking, I hear you cry. Well, Twitter user Midori Oshi thought the same thing, but don't worry. Mr. Max thought of that. He responded simply saying, "It's the only thing keeping me alive. Have smoked 3 packs of cigarettes per day for 55 years. Don't believe everything you read."
Please, kids, do not try this at home.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, do not try this at home. Yes.
Don't believe everything you read?
Yeah.
All right, I
Okay.
won't. I do not believe this tweet. There are probably several other things keeping you alive, such as water or the intake of proteins. Really, though, all of
healthy
this,
exercise.
all of this is leading me to believe that John McAfee is basically John Lennon, except instead of love, all you need is heavy chain smoking. All you need is cigarettes. Da, 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 da.
I was trying to remind you that. Wait, John, I know you're fine. You're fine.
Freedom in the government.
Freedom and satisfaction and all that stuff. Okay. Look, the one thing that you and I keep discussing, and I think it's important noting right now after we saw that tinfoil smoky room, this ain't going to end good.
No.
No, that's not going to end well.
He's headed somewhere exciting. That's
this is,
for sure.
Yeah, that's what we're worried about. But moving along, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is pumping right now, leaving many wondering what the cause is. One dominant theory on Twitter is that as the Chinese yuan is suddenly dropping in value, Bitcoin is benefiting from it directly. Now, thanks to Crypto Graffiti, who put it much more simply.
China! Let me ask you about China.
China. I go to China. 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 People from China, they love me.
Right.
China. 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 In China, they say I don't like China. I love China. People think I don't like China. I love China. China. China is the new China, by the way. China. 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 I deal with China. 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 Big league China. So don't tell me about China. I know China. 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 Whether it's China, China.
So if you went to China and you wanted to get a job in China,
I don't knock China. How could I dislike China? A man from China. China. You have China.
I love China. Yeah.
Can't get enough of that China.
That China. Okay, yes. Thank you,
All right.
Zachy, for that, for making my day and reminding me where we live. Shoot, moving along.
The award for most interesting and unnecessary tweet thread of the week goes to Read More on Twitter, who decided to take it upon himself to figure out how many years it would take to buy a 7,800 lira bike. Lira, by the way, is a Turkish currency. If you put aside 50 lira per week. Now, this was a question from a quiz show on Turkish TV, and according to him, none of the game show's 4 answers were truly accurate because they didn't account for inflation. He makes the point that it would be a much wiser investment to set aside the same amount in Bitcoin instead. The thread is 13 tweets long, which is verging on holy shit territory, but the climax is this. Saving 50 lira a week will get you a bike in 4.74 years. Saving the same amount in Bitcoin for 4.75 years will net you a 32 bike fleet, which is useful for when you want to go out with 31 friends on your bike.
You never know. It might be a thing.
Yeah.
It might be a thing in a few years. Zachy Hennessy, thank you for that enlightening edition of Suck My Blockchain. That was phenomenal. We'll be right back.
For more news and updates, follow us on Twitter.